we just wanted to take a moment to welcome and thank everyone here who has traveled near and far to be with us today. Thank you for spending this evening celebrating with us. It means a lot to us. As many of you know, Emma and I have been dating for 12 years. It's a long time. So this wedding has been a long time in the making.
We're so humbled and grateful to be surrounded by our friends and family who have come together from all chapters of our story to share in our joy today. We're excited to start our next adventure with you all this evening with some fantastic food, great music, and even better company. L'chaim and cheers.
Margie and I welcome you on this beautiful fall day to celebrate with Mason and Emma. It's not often that a mother and father-in-law can say that they've had the pleasure to know their new son-in-law most of his life, or that they have had the privilege of observing the growth in their relationship as far back as high school, and then college and early adulthood.
Emma and Mason, you've now been a couple over half of your lives. Yet today is a unique moment. Today is one of the most significant moments in your timeline. Now and hereafter, you will think of your life in terms of before the wedding and after the wedding. And if it hasn't happened already, you will never be able to think of yourselves without thinking of your spouse in that very same moment.
Mason and Emma, you made falling in love look easy. You've grown up together while also growing closer together. Your longtime dedication to each other is a good prediction for a wonderful future together. We love you. Mazel tov.
I hope everyone is having an enjoyable evening so far. For those of you who do not know who I am, I'm Mason's younger brother, Griffin. If you didn't know that, I'm honestly wondering why you're here. I am also lucky enough to be the best man at this wedding. I would like to take a brief second to thank everyone who came out from out of town and traveled to celebrate with us on this long-awaited day. Emphasis on the long. It shouldn't shock anyone here, but I've known Emma since her and Mason first met in high school. Mason and Emma have not just been dating for over 10 years, but they've been building a life together. I've seen their relationship only get stronger as they have navigated life's biggest events together, going to college, graduate school in LA and Atlanta, and their most recent adventures in California. I remember Mason and Emma attending their senior prom together, multiple college formals, and adopting their lovely cat, Winnie. Emma has already made herself a part of our family. I personally have been lucky enough to spend many vacations and holidays with Emma. I can go on for a while, but one that sticks out to me when my sister and I visited Mason and Emma out in LA. Mind you, this was way before they had a 2-bedroom apartment. So Franny and I slept on air mattresses in their living room. Our adventures included seeing a show at the Hollywood Bowl and eating pineapples covered with tahini in Malibu. I was also able to spend my Israel birthright trip with and go to Jordan with Mason and Emma. I remember sitting next to Mason and Emma on the bus, talking about history, their lives in LA, and their next steps in life. In our most recent vacations in Captiva Island, after Mason and Emma's engagement solidified how well Emma fits into our family. Since Mason and Emma are older than me, I've seen their relationship for almost my entire life. They have influenced and inspired me in how to live my life and treat my own relationship. It has made me a better man and our family stronger for seeing it firsthand. Anyone who knows Mason and Emma knows how well they complement each other. One of my favorite pictures of Mason and Emma together is them lying on each other, mutually playing their Nintendo DSs together. They are so in sync that I even took a picture of them by happenstance wearing the same exact clothing one day in high school. I'm so happy that Mason found the person who can vacation with us, keeps him in line, and complements his love of Nintendo DS. I'm also so happy to welcome Emma to our family. To Emma and Mason, may your love continue to deepen, your adventures continue to be filled with joy, and your bond grow stronger with each passing day. Mazel tov. L'chaim.
Hello, everyone. If we haven't yet met, my name is Leah. I'm Emma's older sister, and I'm delighted to join in tonight's celebration as the best lady, aka the matron of honor. Emma and I have always been close, not only as sisters, but as the best of friends. When we were kids, we were inseparable. I remember spending hours together playing Barbies and Polly Pockets, dressing up in our little house on the prairie bonnets, watching Lizzie McGuire together, and listening on repeat the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical soundtrack, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. All told, we were incredibly imaginative kids, creating whole worlds that we built and shared together. In retrospect, I think our parents and our brother Jay might say that Emma and mine's inseparable nature, our raucous shenanigans, incessant giggling, and weird inside jokes was a lot to handle. But what else can you do when your sister is your best friend, your play dates are every day, and she can sleep over every night, even on school nights? As we grew older, our relationship changed when both of us moved away from Cincinnati and started building our lives in different cities. For more than a decade, Emma and I have sustained our long-distance friendship. We've traveled to visit each other and to Cincinnati as often as we can. I still can't believe that Emma, sun-kissed from the temperate climes of Los Angeles, visited Providence, Rhode Island to celebrate my birthday in the snowy, freezing cold February of a New England winter, not once, not twice, but 3 times before she politely yet firmly said that she would visit the East Coast again in any other season. Emma, I hope I finally made it up to you when you and Mason visited New England this past July for your 30th birthday, even though it rained every day we went to the beach. Emma and I also try as best we can to talk on the phone. Emma, I love that I can call you at any time to catch up about our daily lives and the lives of our virtual Sims families, discuss architectural digest videos, or salivate over the many, many imaginary cheese boards we will one day make together based on our favorite cheese board Instagram account. We talk about the hard things too. We've championed each other through the tough uphill slog of graduate school and weathered the pandemic while on opposite coasts. I know that your unwavering, unconditional support has kept me grounded during difficult times. You are the sweetest and kindest person I know, and I think everyone here has felt that same warmth and love from Emma. I am always in awe of the thoughtful and intentional way you move through the world, and I've tried my best to emulate your selflessness. Being your sister has made me a better person. But enough about me. Let's talk about Mason. Mason, you have become integral to Emma's life. You two met a long, long time ago in a galaxy far away at Adith Israel Preschool. And now, 30 years later, you two have built a beautiful life together on the desert sands of Los Angeles. Even though Emma and Mason have been together for over a decade, I haven't had a chance to really get to know Mason until we started playing Dungeons and Dragons together. For the past 3 years, we've gathered as intrepid adventurers every few weeks on Zoom. Mason plays as a peaceful and penniless elf monk who can strike fear into the hearts of his enemies with his bare hands. I've come to know Mason during our D&D exploits. His go-with-the-flow attitude while the party is debating our next steps, and also his clear point of view when he's made a decision. The precise mathematical angles he calculates while shadow stepping through dark spaces, and the quirky, whimsical way he sometimes gets a bit sassy. Mason and I have bonded over our love of Weird Al Yankovic, Miyazaki films, and sci-fi books and movies like the truly bananas 1984 David Lynch version of Dune. Mason changed my life when we went to Disneyland. He navigated us through the park with such savvy that we were able to ride Rise of the Resistance twice. I'm so impressed how he can put a record on or pull together a playlist to set the perfect vibe for the group. And I'm always tickled by Mason's role as a patient, loving, playful cat dad for their beloved calico, Winifred, who is too busy to join in the festivities this evening. Mason, today you officially become my brother-in-law, but I've also come to consider you one of my friends. I'm so excited to continue building our friendship in the years to come. Emma, I cannot wait to see how life unfolds for you and Mason in your married life. I love you both very much. So let's raise our glasses to Emma and Mason. L'chaim.